That's a weird one. It's NFL Straya. It's time for our Week 16 picks and preview. Gaz and I are officially, after 15 weeks of picks, tied at 111. At 111 correct picks across the season. I think we had 4 different last week. I went 3-1 against Gaz, so pulled back the necessary 2 that I was behind. So,
well, there you go.
Absolutely flying towards the pointy end of this season. Very exciting times.
Wow.
So week 16, look, you can follow all of our picks over at Dabble. You can sign up using the link in our show description or our social bios. Hit that up. Go check it out. You can follow all of our stuff. Plenty of things go up there. So Thursday Night Football this week, Gaz, is a pretty big one. You've got an NFC West. This is a basically, if the Rams win this, they've won the division. If they don't, it's on for young and old to the point where the Niners could still win the division. It's in Seattle. The Seahawks are hosting the Rams. I'm going to take Seattle. I think the Rams, without presumably Devontae Adams on the road in Seattle, I feel like the one thing that gives me pause is obviously Sam Darnold, how he just absolutely turtles and just craps down his leg in biggest of moments. This is another one. We saw it happen last year, but maybe the Seahawks defense is good enough to keep them in this game. I'm going to take the +1.5 for the Seahawks.
Oof. Yeah, Rams need to show that game a couple of weeks ago was just that blip on the radar, right? Like they played well this week, showing up, having Nakua show up against and Stafford show up against this Seattle defense would be a sign. So yeah, I'm going with the Rams this one.
Nice. Then we have Sunday football. Sunday our time. Nice. Unfortunately, your team plays Washington at 9 a.m., so which makes it a bit tough to convince everyone to go to the pub. 9 a.m. is a bit aggressive, right? Like, I'm happy to drink at home. I'm happy to drink at 9 a.m., but it is aggressive. We just have to acknowledge that. Your Eagles are 6.5-point favorites against Washington in Washington. I'm going to take the Eagles. I think you had your get-right game. I think the offense sings again and you demolish them right this Commanders team.
I hope so. Washington's been battered both on defense and offense. They'll be leaning into Mariota for the next 3 games. I think we need it above everything else. We just need that. And that way we could go, all right, we've won the division. We're not going to finish top 2 seed. We can almost not give a shit about the Bills and then the second Washington game. And, allow Washington to beat us and ruin draft picks. Look, I just think we need this as a confidence boost that we need moving into the playoffs. So I'm going to go with the Eagles.
Like it. So that's 9 a.m. Sunday, which is very fun. Sort of pre-Christmassy vibes. It's all very exciting. Then you've got Green Bay, Chicago at 12:20, which does feel like I'll just be drinking beers at the Catfish at 12:20 on Sunday, watching Green Bay Bears. On a Sunday, this feels like I'm back in the States, guys. This is awesome. So I'm very excited for this game. I'm going to go Chicago +1.5. Thank you very much. I think the Bears at home after losing to the Packers last week, I think they played a really complete game against the Browns. I think their defense was good. The offense was singing. So I'm going to go the Bears.
It's tough. Could see this game going either way. Obviously, they lost. The Green Bay did the job a couple of weeks ago, but they need to prove that they've got stuff in front of them. They've got things to play for. Green Bay need to show that they're legit, and they need to win everything to keep the Lions at bay. So I'm just going with Green Bay.
Nice. Then we get to Monday morning at 5 a.m. Buffalo, Cleveland. There we go. Cleveland. The Browns are only 9.5-point underdogs at home, which seems like a lot. And then you're like, but Buffalo are good. So I think Buffalo are a weird one, right? Because they've had these games where they've been really big favorites and they haven't smashed and rated teams. Sometimes they've even sort of kicked the can on losing them. But the way that Cleveland were just killed by Chicago this week makes me feel that Buffalo have more than enough to really put them to the sword, right? We know that Cleveland at home is a little bit different, but I think Buffalo should still be able to run the ball. Allen can move it through the air. And I kind of feel like the fight's gone out of Cleveland a little bit. So I'm going to go Buffalo.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely feels this way. I feel like Buffalo's going to kick the shit out of them.
Yep. Chargers, Dallas. I'm going to go Dallas in this one at home because it feels like a bit spoilery and the most Dallas thing ever. Just to keep their hopes, like, not alive because, like, the Eagles will have won the day before. And then they still win anyway to make their draft hand worse because it's the Cowboys. This is what they're going to do. So
yeah. I think look, Chargers played them last week. Strong defense. I think they're a good team. Herbs is on fire. I do. Obviously, that Dallas offense is pretty fucking good. Yeah, but I'm going with I'm going with the Chargers.
All right. I reckon Dallas can get this one done. Tennessee hosting Gardner Minshew and the Kansas City Chiefs. Question is, do they put the Q in the rack? Tennessee don't want to win any more games. 3.5-point underdogs. I still think KC win this, don't they, Gaz? Come on.
No, surely. That's what I'm just thinking. I'm looking at that and thinking to myself, surely they've just got enough talent elsewhere that they can take down Tennessee. Yep. Surely.
I believe. So we're both going KC there. Cincinnati, Miami. That is such a weird game. Oh, God. Miami, 1.5-point favorites at home against Cincy. You've gone Cincy. I'm going to go Cincy as well. I think that's a please don't leave us Joe Burrow kind of game where they just sort of get everything going.
I think he'd be really angry at himself after last week and this week, sorry. And we'll just come out and that, you know, that evil stare, Joe Burrow, come out and just fucking go off his head.
I like it. Yeah, I think Miami, this might be the start of the slide. Like, they've been pretty good the last few weeks. We get that. And then they just sort of got manhandled by the Steelers in the cold. They go home for this game. I think Cincinnati just might be like, ooh, warmth, and then go whack. Jets, Saints. That's another weird one. Saints are 4.5-point favorites. I'm going to go the Saints. You are as well. The Jets are just gross.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, I don't think we need to say much more about that.
I'm also really happy. Again, the Jets have fired. Like, so what? The Giants fired Dable, then Pats played them like 2 weeks after, and the Jets have fired a defensive coordinator, and the Pats will play them after somebody else cops the possible bounce back game. But I think the Saints will just keep on playing tough. Giants, Vikings. It's a weird one. Giants are 3.5-point underdogs at home. I don't think they want to keep winning at all either. They were kind of okay-ish this week, Jackson Dart, but the Vikings minus 3.5. Oh, can 9 keep doing this? Can the Giants keep that close? I reckon the Giants.
I think that defense. Oh, look, I think the hopes that Jackson Dart's got. I think this Vikings defense keep that under control, and there's just enough from the Vikings offense to put them in front. So I'm going to go with Minnesota.
They were good against Dallas. Carolina, Tampa Bay. This is basically the start. They've got 2 of these games to finish off, and there's going to be the decider of the NFC South. Carolina are underdogs at home. Now, what I didn't mention on Tuesday's show about Carolina losing was they were favourites. And Carolina have not won as favourites since 2022.
Huh.
Can Tampa Bay go into Carolina and win this game? Gaz says yes. So you're going Tampa Bay, Gaz?
Yeah. Look, I think I don't know. I honestly don't know. I have to pick a team because realistically, both of these teams have shocked us by playing well against good competition and then shocked us by shitting the bed when they should have won. So who turns up? I don't fucking know. On paper, it seems like the more experienced team, the better weapons, the Hall of Famers in like a Mike Evans in his second week back is Tampa Bay. So logic dictates you should think that Tampa Bay wins. But fucking Carolina's been showing up in random spots this year. So, but I think I'm going to go with the logical decision, which is Tampa Bay.
I'm going to take the 2.5 for Carolina. It just gives me a 20-19 buffer on some way, shape or form. Carolina at home have been decent this year, and Tampa Bay's defense was so bad this week. You look at Chuba and you look at Rico, I reckon they can run right over the top of them. So, Jacksonville, Denver, a randomly excellent game where the AFC South, the Jags need to keep winning. Denver, if they win this, they're basically cruising the last 2 weeks of the season. I think Denver might be too good at home for Jacksonville and Trevor Lawrence. I reckon a little bit of the shine comes off the Jags this week, guys.
Yep. I think I'm the same. Would you made the comment before that Denver haven't lost at home this year, and I think that defense is enough to stifle Jacksonville somewhat. And giving it to Denver.
Atlanta at Arizona, where the Cardinals are 2.5 point underdogs. This game is just, you don't need to watch this one, folks. You don't need to watch it. You don't need to bet on it either. I'm just saying, Jesus. No. I was thinking about Arizona, and then I'm like, I really struggle to see them winning games. So I'm going to take Atlanta. You've got Atlanta as well.
Yeah, sure.
Detroit hosting Pittsburgh. That's a fun game. A great uniform matchup as well. The Lions are 6.5 point favorites. I think that hasn't changed, has it? No, 6.5. I'm going the Lions. I think they're too good, especially at home, despite the Steelers' defense. Yeah. I mean, Lions are good.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Lions will. They need this. They need to try and win out to have any chances we've spoken about on Tuesday. So play hard. Go Lions.
And Gibbs, I mean, if he just scores a touchdown, what happens? They win. So let's go Detroit. Raiders, Houston. Jesus. Houston are 14.5 point favorites at home. Yeah, I think they can cover that 14.5. We just saw them get shut out, Gaz. The Raiders at home. No. Was that in Philly or no? It was in Philly, wasn't it?
It was in Philly, yeah.
Yep. I think Houston kill them, so I'm going Houston.
Yeah, agreed. I think that's pretty. Yep.
It's the Raiders are so bad. Pete Carroll's just got to be like, what am I doing? I'm so old. New England go to Baltimore, and they are 2.5 point underdogs, and I'm going to go the Pats. I think they get a nice bounce back. The Ravens are good. I think the Pats defense might be able to maybe slow down Lamar a hint, and I think the Pats.
Yeah, they haven't been convincing, mate. In the Ravens,
they might. The Pats might not win this, but I think they can cover that 2.5, if that makes sense. Like, I think this will be really close either way, or the Pats win. So, depending on the weather.
Pats.
Niners, Colts. That's a weird Monday night game, isn't it? Niners, if the Colts lose, geez, it's all over Red Rover. They are 5.5 point underdogs at home. This is indoors. I trust the Niners more than I trust the Colts and old-ass Phil Rivers, so I'm going to go the Niners in that one.
Yeah, I'm the same. That's it. That's who I've gone. Exactly, yeah.
Nice. All right, well, there you go. That's week 16. There's some pretty interesting ones in there. I like that they flexed Pats Ravens to the Sunday night game as well, which is very fun. Thank you. Nice. Some other ones would have been pretty brutal. But that's it for the week 16 preview for NFL Straya. So in the meantime, make sure you're following us on Facey, Twitter, IG, TikTok, YouTube. You'll see the Thursday Night Football preview go up there. You'll see the power rankings pop off all over the shop. People don't like the power rankings. I don't know what to tell you. I know,
mate. I'm glad you've got a thick skin, Jim, because you've been called a whole bunch of names. You've been told that you suck. You've had your decision making questioned. We also got abused. Someone who was a school teacher in the US sent us a private message saying, "Oh no, comment on why the fuck would I listen to Australians talk about American football?" And hot tip for this person: you fucking don't have to. No one's ever fucking made you. No one's made you. Don't join your mates Jim and Gaz. My life doesn't change.
I think
I don't give a fuck.
My point would always be, because we have never called it the National Football League, you bunch of dorks over in America. Yeah. You know, this guy in the National Football League. Oh, I was wondering which league we were talking about, you idiots. Anyway, I do love it. I don't. My thing is, check my power rankings. I'm proven completely correct week in, week out.
Yeah, there you go.
Just prove me wrong. I want to see rebuttals. Have a crack. Yeah. Don't show me a butthole. Simple as that. Rate, review, subscribe across all your podcast apps, your YouTubes, all that sort of stuff. Jump in the comments, as I've just talked about. Have a crack. Jim, I hate your beard. Don't care. No. Jim, the Pats aren't frauds. Yes, they are. I'm just saying. Look, I'm always right. Big thanks always go to House Hats for the intro and outro song. They rule. You can check out Jim Does Supercoach as well. NFL and NBA Supercoach shows popping off. Might even talk a little bit of BBL. Don't really, have quite a massive grasp on the BBL as I do the NBA and NFL. But anyway,
Brazilian Butt League.
Yes, Brazilian Butt League. It's great. NBA Straya as well. Popping off left, right, and centre. Gaz, what are you going to plug?
We have football this week at Catfish. We're going to pop down. There's a few interesting, little marketing vibe things floating around, ideas around Catfish and Sparrows that NFL Straya is going to be involved in. So keep an eye out for, fun shit that might happen there. What else? Cheesesteaktipping.com. Get your shit in early. Even though I had a good chat to Gino from Sparrows this week, and we had a laugh about the fact that my tipping overall score is horrible because I remind everyone every week to put their tips in and then always forget to put my tips in. So, so there you go, Jim.
Great job. All right, there you go. We will catch you next week after a big week 16, so we'll catch you and beat you dickheads.
See yas.
Later, hosen.